A little yikes. Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brooke Fernandez, and here today I am bringing you this full glam look, y'all. I am so excited about this very neutral but kind of bold eye with a bold ombre lip. It's so gorgeous. So stay tuned and I will show you the step-by-step process on how I created this. All right, y'all, let's get into it. So first thing I'm going to start off with is going to be an oil mattifier and just a little bit. And I'm going to focus it kind of in my T-zone. Next, I'm going in with this foundation primer. It does have an SPF of 15 in it. Next, I'm going to go in with some color correcting sticks. I am going to blend this all underneath my concealers and foundations and everything. First one I'm going to go in with is called Wipe Out Redness. It's a green stick and it does help get rid of any redness in your skin tone, and you only need a little bit. The next color correcting stick I'm going to go in with is called Ditch Dullness. It is a purple and it's going to help brighten up certain areas. So I'm going to take it right here above where I put the green, and then same thing on this side. And I'm even going to take it underneath my brow because I want that brow to be popping. I want it to be lifted and bright and really concentrate on lifting that eyebrow. The product I'm going to go in with is called Under Eye Corrector. It has a peachy pigment to it, and so that's going to help diminish any blues and purples in the eye area. So I'm just going to take one dot right there, one dot right there. Then I'm going to take my Perfecting Concealer in the shade Light Ivory, and I'm going to put one dot on the outside of my eye, one dot on the outside of my eye. That's all you need. So now I'm just going to take my liquid foundation brush here, and I'm just going to go under my eye and use like a patting motion and blend all of these things together. So you can immediately see how much brighter this eye is than this eye. It's great. Next, I'm going to take this brow and liner brush. So there's a little spoolie on this end for your eyebrow, and I'm literally just going to brush my eyebrows on the inner upwards and then down on the tail part of the brow. Next, I'm going to take this Precision Brow Liner in the shade Brunette, and I'm going to help shape my brows. The next product that I'm going to go in with is this volumizing brow tint, also in the shade Brunette. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with a little bit of this Light Ivory concealer. So I'm going to take the little applicator here, and I'm just going to put some on the back of my hand and kind of use the back of my hand as a palette because I don't want to apply too much product. And I'm going to go in with my concealer cream colored brush and just get a little bit there, and I'm going to start to kind of shape out my brow. I always kind of take the excess product and kind of just pat it to where it's all blended in, and it gives a really good base for my eyeshadow as well. So there, that looks so much more cleaned up than this side. You can tell a huge difference in what my eyelid looks like. And so the application of your eyeshadow will be flawless when you have a good solid base and there's not a whole lot of discoloration. I know I have a really good base with the concealer, but I'm still going to go in with this eye primer here. And I like to take it on my ring finger because that ring finger is the weakest finger on your hand, so you have the least amount of tugging and pulling and creating of crow's feet, and literally just the tiniest little, I wouldn't even call it a pea size, it's even smaller than a pea. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this all over eyeshadow brush, and I'm also going to go in with this eyeshadow here. The name of it is Blossom. It's right here. And I'm just going to pat that in everywhere. I'm creating a base. Time out, I was not prepared for this video. So I'm gonna take this brush cleaner and I'm gonna spray it on my paper towel and I'm gonna clean out my blending brush. So next I'm gonna go in with this blending eye brush. It's a big fluffy brush. We're gonna start off with a light brown matte shade. This one is called Hazelnut. It's my go-to for my transition color. It's just absolutely amazing, and it is this one right here. Little goes a long way with this product. Just touch it a couple times, and look at the product it picks up. And I'm going to start right here on this outer corner and just kind of buff it in a little bit. The key is to making things blend and look nice, and to be very light-handed. You want to hold your brush at the end of your brush. Next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to stay with this blending brush, a matte brown shade, just a little bit darker. This one right here, the name of this one is Cinnabar. Blend for your life, honey. Now I'm going to go back in with this same blending brush, and I'm going to go in with, this one is Merlot. It's more of like a burgundy reddish, dark, deep red. Right there. And this one I'm going to stay even more concentrated and not go up as high. This one's going to stay a little closer to the lash line. So I'm holding my brush a little bit closer to the actual bristles, not as far out on the end. I'm wanting it to be more concentrated and compact. So I've moved my hand down on the brush a little bit and going in right here, focusing it on the lash line. And as you can see, there's not a lot of fallout, and this product is really concentrated there. Kind of buff it back and forth, blending it in a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my crease brush. Here's what the end of it looks like. It has an angle, and so these bristles are a little shorter than these, but it's still pretty compact. And with this one, I'm going to go in with a matte shade again. This one's called Onyx, and it is black. It's basically black. It's right here. So with this one, I'm literally just going to touch it one time, one little touch. And this one, I'm going to focus it right here up against my lash line. Kind of do a sweeping motion upwards to kind of blend it out a little bit. Now I'm going to go in with my little mini eyeshadow brush. It's basically a miniature all over brush, so it is a little bit more compact. It's not as big and fluffy, as this one, as you can see. So I'm going to go in with this mini one, and I'm going to take that Merlot, which is this red shade here, and I'm going to touch it like twice. And I'm going to take this, I'm going to smudge it on the bottom lash line. So now that I have all of that on there, I'm going to go back in with this blending brush here, and I'm going to kind of just help blend that black in just a little bit more because it's not quite where I want it to be. And not adding any extra product to this, by the way. And I'm just going to take it here on this outer corner, further out again because I want to be super light-handed, and I'm just going to blend it all out, smudge underneath the eyelashes on the bottom, blend this outer corner. So now I'm going to go in with this liquid eyeshadow. It is a beautiful pink shade. This is called Pink Starlight. It's so pretty. It has its own little applicator here, so you can go straight in on your eye. You can wear these standalone by themselves, or of course you can layer a mineral eyeshadow on top. And I'm just going to use the applicator here to get product on my eyelid. So I'm going to go in with this cream color brush and kind of just blend it out just a little bit. And I'm actually going to use this as a base. Now I'm going to go in with this all over eyeshadow brush and use the color Rose Gold. It's absolutely stunning, and it's very similar to the Pink Starlight, but it's in a mineral powder form. And it is this one right here. As you can tell, I use it a lot. So pretty. So there you go. I just touched it a couple times. It picks up lots of product. And I'm going to pat it in on top of this liquid eyeshadow. Next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my liquid foundation brush, and I'm going in with my 3D Time Wise Age Fighting Foundation, y'all. I use the shade Beige in 150, and I'm going to put some of this on the back of my hand. And I also love our CC cream so much, and so I'm going to do like a little baby half pump of that just to have a little bit of extra moisturization. And I'm going to take this liquid foundation brush and kind of not dig too hard, but kind of mix them together a little bit. And then I'm just going to dot all over my face and get to applying. Also, with your eyeshadow, if you feel like it's gone down a little bit too far, which it has on mine a little bit, you can pat some foundation in right here and then clean up your eyeshadow. I'm going to go in with this contouring stick. This is Sculpt 1. There's 2 different shades. And I'm going to start here, kind of at the top of my ear, and angle it towards the corner of my mouth. And I'm just going to put a line. Same thing on the other side. Just going to put a line. And then I'm going to put some on my forehead because your girl got a big forehead. Everybody know it. And then I'm going to take a little bit down both sides of my nose, not too far up towards my brow, because this part of my nose is pretty thin already. I just want to shape this part of my nose. The bulb of my nose is not huge, but it definitely is a little bit bigger than the rest of my nose. And so I'm going to take this across the tip of my nose as well. I'm also going to take a little bit underneath my jawline. I love using my blending brush for this purpose, especially when I'm using more of a liquid or creamy form versus a powder form. So I'm just going to take this blending brush, And I'm going to push it into my hairline because you don't want to see where it stops. You want it to be blended into your hair, especially if you're wearing your hair up. You don't want people to see a line. And also blending it upwards, you don't want it to come down. The whole point of contouring is dark colors hide and decrease and make it look thinner and smaller. So you don't want to drag that too far down into this part. You want to keep it up here on your cheekbone to give you that sculpted thin look there. Now I'm going to go in with this all over powder brush and this beautiful bronzer right here on this side. This one's called Gilded Glow. It's absolutely stunning. I'm just going to go in, touch it a couple times, and I'm just going to kind of buff it on the hairline and kind of focus it more here and not bring it down as far. Now I'm going to go in with my cheek color brush. It is very slanted because this brush is actually made for a powder contour, a powder highlight, and a powder cheek color. This middle part right here is where you tap your cheek color. And I'm going to go in with my most favorite cheek color of all time. This one right here, Desert Rose. It's so beautiful, so stunning. And again, I'm just going to touch it twice and pat it right above where that contour is sitting. Now, if you want to have more of a rounded looking face because you think your face is too skinny and too small, you would want to start right here below your pupil, right here, and go upwards. But if you want a thinner look to your cheek color, you want to start higher and work your way down. That way the heaviest part of your product is actually up here and thinning you out versus here and going upwards to make you look bigger. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Now we're going to do lashes. So what I like to do is take one of these disposable mascara wands, and I actually like to kind of comb through my lashes to make sure they're all outward and not flipped in or tangled up or whatever. Make sure they're all separated before I do anything else. And I would take my eyelash curler and curl my lashes. If you choose to curl your lashes, definitely do it before you put any product on your eyelashes, because if not, you are actually breaking your eyelashes. And as you can see, what curling your lashes does for them, it obviously curls them, but my eyelashes, especially the tips, are very blonde, and so you can't really even see that I have any on this side, but I've curled this side, and obviously you can actually see them more. They look like they exist versus over here, it doesn't look like I have any, but I do. This is the Lash Love Panorama Mascara. It is so amazing, but it has long bristles, it has hourglass bristles, and then on the end it has like a little ball so you can get into that center part of your eye. Come on, camera, focus. Okay, there it goes. So we're just gonna go in and go to town. Sorry if I make weird faces. I usually make weird faces during mascara. Oh no, I got mascara on my eyelid. It's okay, girl. Don't worry, I got you. I got a trick. Leave it there, let it dry. You'll see. Okay, now that my mascara is applied, and I've given the mascara a little bit of time to dry, all you have to do is take the tip of the Q-tip, place it where it is, and twist. Twist, twist, twist. And as you can see, all those little dots are gone. Then And for whatever reason, I have not figured it out and I don't know why, but every single time I apply mascara, I get a little bit right there, like where my eyeliner would be. So all I do is take a Q-tip, and especially if I don't have eyeliner, I just kind of like wipe it off. Okay, so now for lips. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with Age Fighting Lip Primer. Now I'm going to take my lip liner in the shade Medium Nude. These lip liners are so creamy. Oh my gosh, they are so amazing. So I'm just going to line my lips and I'm going to fill it in because your girl likes to fill in her lips because I ain't got much. Next, I'm going to go in with this limited edition matte lipstick that I have. The color is Tenacious Taupe. It's a beautiful, warm brown, and I'm just going to go right over my lip liner. I'm going to go in with this liquid eyeshadow that I used on my eye, the pink Starlight. And I'm just going to open it. I'm going to actually use my finger so I don't get any lipstick on this. And I'm just going to go in and use it to ombre my lips. Y'all, this lip combo. Okay, so now the only thing I have left to do is to set my face. So I'm going to go in with some translucent powder. What is so great about this one specifically is it does have the little unlock and lock, so it doesn't all come out in the cap like this. Yikes. So now I'm going to go in with this all over powder brush, and I'm going to try to very carefully touch. Now you see it picked up a lot of product. So I'm going to tap this product out back into my cap because I don't need that much. You just need a little bit. And I'm going to pat it on my face. That way it doesn't poof everywhere on me. And then I will swipe. And last but certainly not least, the Balm.com hairspray for your face. What is going to keep your makeup where it is. Makeup finishing spray. All right, girl, this is the finished look. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what else you would want to see from my channel. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you're the first to be notified for future videos. Thank you so much for stopping by. See you in my next video. Bye. Gosh darn it. Okay. And action. Powder can or a pot. Get your words right. Come on. Think about, oh, it wasn't recording.